Why don't you explain how we got footage of the lander taking off? Did we have fiber optic space cables sending footage back to Earth? Answer that question, genius. Okay. This one's actually a little bit complicated, so I'm going to explain it as fast as I can so that you can actually sit through an entire video. The camera used on the moon was built by Westinghouse. It was designed to be small, light, and able to work seamlessly in the lunar environment, aka survive really big changes in temperature and also automatically adjust for light because the moon is really bright. The bigger challenge was data. Television at the time broadcast in 30 frames per second using 4 to 5 megahertz of bandwidth. Apollo's transmission system, called the Unified S-band because it worked in the S-band portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, needed to send voice and telemetry data as well, so it could only spare 500 kilohertz for the television. To make it work, they filmed a slightly lower frame rate so that it would be less data to transfer back to Earth. Transferring that data was done by antenna. That's the big mesh thing on the lunar rover, and also this full antenna that they actually set up on the moon. Now, the footage that you're talking about, which is the Apollo 17 lunar module ascent stage leaving the surface, there was also a camera on the lunar rover and an antenna. Remember that they had every possible piece of data available on the Apollo missions. So one guy actually controlled that camera from Earth, anticipating the moment they would lift off and the rate of ascent, which they could calculate because they had all the information, and tracked them leaving the moon's surface. But what about relay stations? I can practically hear you asking, because on Earth, television stations need relay points to get their data from one point to another. We need relay points on Earth because the curvature of the Earth limits how far radio waves can travel before they're interrupted. There's nothing interrupting communications from the moon to Earth. It is a straight shot. It's going to lose some power in the transmission, but that's why there's giant receiving dishes on Earth and many tracking stations, because don't forget the Earth does rotate. And that's how we got the footage of Apollo 17 leaving the moon. I know there's like 5 different things in there that are going to be like no-nos for conspiracy theorists, but a girl's got to try, right?